Good evening from Philadelphia and the city of brotherly love. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And here on South Broad Street, Jay, the spectrum used to reverberate. You can say the same now for Wells Fargo Center.
And you know what, Ed? All you need is a little bit of patience and a couple of top NBA draft picks, and you find guys like Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid that will forever change the face of your franchise.
These days, it feels like 1983 in South Philly. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. To Embiid. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Marcus Smart. To Horford. Short jumper off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that, but look, you have to stay connected to him defensively or he'll eat you alive.
That's what you want.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. To Embiid. Shot from the lane won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
To Jaylen Brown. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. It's in the hands of James Harden. Probing the defense. Harden matched up with Derek White. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
To Horford. From the painted area, won't go down. Joel Embiid, huge block. Harden into the front court. 10-2 the score. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. Now Brad Stevens calls a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. To Horford. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
To Jaylen Brown. To Marcus Smart. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's James Harden once again. To P.J. Tucker. Derek White swats it. Out of bounds, last touch by the Celtics. Tucker. Harden guarded by Derek White. To Embiid. Al Horford sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Tatum. Not that time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harris to Harden. Trying to cash in. James Harden. 3 for 4. Good start.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Jaylen Brown. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. To P.J. Tucker. You've got to get that one to go. Harris. To Harden. Has a look. Harden shot won't go down. To Horford. And a nice finish at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Tucker to Harden. Five seconds to shoot. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
No good and no foul. Harris to P.J. Tucker. To Harden. Not that time. Oh, and a putback.
Now, while everybody was staring at the fly of the ball on the defensive end, he was busy carving out space, being active, getting that offensive rebound. That's his second offensive rebound in the first quarter.
To Jaylen Brown. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Embiid. Harden. His first effort off the mark. To Jaylen Brown. To Harden. Screen coming. Great pass to set it up. Fires the three, buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
short jumper won't fall. Tucker to Harden. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Won't go. To Jaylen Brown. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Harden. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Celtics have it. Count the bucket for two.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Harden. To P.J. Tucker, driving right to the basket. Now ready to shoot at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. To Jaylen Brown. Now a steal by Philly. Harden. Over to the right side. To Harden. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. And a throwdown.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. A pass taken away by the Celtics. The drive, right to the basket, straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
To Harden. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
There it is, Al Horford. 2 of 4 now.
Now, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you have to take it one possession at a time. You have to continue to chip away. It hasn't been the best first quarter, but if you get a couple more of those to drop, you'll find yourself right back in this ballgame.
Harden. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Montrezl Harrell snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Horford can't connect. Defense did its job that time. James Harden at the controls.
I'm here.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. To Brogdon. Horford to Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Fine to shoot. 4-3. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
I got you.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. We're through one at Wells Fargo Center with the Sixers on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. And he'll head to the line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
And he connects on the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. Harden has it up the floor. He'll get it down low to Harrell. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Big finish at the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
To Harden. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Harden. To P.J. Tucker. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Sixers have the basketball. Tucker. To Harden. For 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot. period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Harden in possession. Lead is 12. Here comes the screen. Harden. Jason Tatum with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Short jumper stays out.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Oh, he missed a short one there. Brogdon. Finish that. And a pass stolen by Boston. Deep left corner. Tatum buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To P.J. Tucker. He'll get it down low to Harold. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Gets to the basket and scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. So possession stays with Philadelphia. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Harden. It's Tatum with the rebound. To Jaylen Brown. Boston with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Shot by Tatum won't fall. To Tobias Harris. Embiid. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Harden. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Harden matched up with Derek White. Harris. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty. But this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
To Embiid. Won't go down. To Jaylen Brown. Tatum. Smothering D. Embiid. Missed that one. The defender was all over him. To Jaylen Brown. To Marcus Smart. Shot clock winding down. To Jaylen Brown. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Jaylen Brown is going to get 3 shots here. A career 65% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Knocks down the second free throw. 3 for 3. Nice. To Embiid. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Screen coming. Boston with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Tatum's shot no good. Pass taken away by the Celtics.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Jason Tatum, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Misses the first. Missed the second. 0 for 2. To P.J. Tucker. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Boston with the basketball. To Marcus Smart. Work it down to Brown. Tobias Harris rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Embiid. Shot from the lane won't go. To Jaylen Brown.
Screen on your left. Screen on your left.
The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. To Jaylen Brown. From long range.
Number 17, P.J. Tucker. That's his first personal.
Marcus Smart is going to get a chance at 3 here. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Nope. First one does not go. And he hits the second.
Number 13, Malcolm Brogdon.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Marcus Smart slams it down.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Tobias Harris. Jason Tatum pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Jaylen Brown. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot. I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Marcus Smart. Five on the shot clock. Tatum. And it's Harris who's able to clear the rebound. Flushes it home.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Brown into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Off the assist.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Celtics have it. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Count the basket at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Straight on 3. At the buzzer.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Knocks down the first. Second and 3. Got it. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Late heave to beat the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The 76ers have the lead.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The 76ers are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Celtics are within striking distance at the half.
And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Steals.
Some very aggressive defense has allowed both teams to rack up a lot of steals. Ball security will be the key in the upcoming half, especially for the weakest dribblers. You know who you are.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid
Has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Horford. And the finish at the rim.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Harris to Harden. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Brown with it up top. His guys down 3. To Marcus Smart. Lays it up and in.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Count the basket inside.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
And he'll go to the foul line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second one as well. Down low for Tucker. Nice pass to set things up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Brown into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. And counted at the rim.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Harden picked up by Derek White. To Embiid. Tatum grabs the board. To Marcus Smart. Joel Embiid with the block. Al Horford going to the line to shoot 2.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
And hits the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. To Harden. Derek White sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
From the painted area, won't go down.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
To Marcus Smart. Horford. Able to convert inside.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25+ assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
To P.J. Tucker. Harden. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
To Tobias Harris. Embiid knocked loose. Celtics have it. Terrific hustle. Ball stays in play. Sixers control it. Harris to Harden. Boston secures the rebound. To Brown, down low. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Harden. Beyond the arc for three. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. Gets it in the right corner. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Embiid. Tucker. Driving right to the basket. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Jaylen Brown. Baseline drive. Tobias Harris. Tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Horford. Shot won't go. To Tobias Harris. Chance for the process. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
Embiid is such an outlier. There's nothing normal about him, nor does he want anything to be normal about him, which is even scarier with a guy with that kind of talent who possesses that type of mentality. A guy that big, that dominant down low, that boy different.
Here comes the screen. knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To Tobias Harris. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Brown with it up top. His guys trail now by 4. To Marcus Smart. Work it down to Brown. Good look that time, but off the mark. And good work defensively as the pass is taken away. To Horford. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Short jumper won't fall. Brown into the front court. Trailing by 4. Missed it. How'd that not go down? On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Sixers have the basketball. Sizing up the defense. To Embiid. Can't connect from in close. To Jaylen Brown. That is great vision to set it up. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Harden with the basketball. Our score all even in this 3rd quarter. A fundamental shot right there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Brown with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Now a steal by Philly. Harris to Harden. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Short jumper misses. Brown into the front court. His group now down 2. To Horford. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Harden. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Watch that cutter.
To Brown. Down low. Off the assist.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the past. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Harden with it up top. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. He'll get it down low to Harold. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Has a chance. And scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Oh, he blocked it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
And don't you dare think about the fourth quarter yet. The only quarter that matters is the one you're playing in right now. Finish strong.
Trying to cash in. Almost, but no good. Long key from three-quarters court. That ends the third quarter. We have a tie ball game. All even through three quarters. Who can pull away as we get started here in the fourth? Sixers control it. Harden. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
Neck and neck. They couldn't get anything on that possession. Let's see if we can get a bucket in transition.
To Brogdon. Down to 5 on the 24. To Jaylen Brown. Fires the three. Oh, Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Knocked loose. Celtics have it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Short jumper off the mark. Harris. To Harden. And he finishes at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
A drive, but he can't get it to go. It was right there. And scores. Strong take.
And Ed, not every pass needs to be a home run pass or thread the needle. Sometimes an easy kick ahead or an easy shuffle pass can make the game simple. The more simplistic the game is, the more efficient you'll be as a unit.
Harden. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. The shot clock expires. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oh, errant pass as it's taken away. To Brogdon. Knocked loose. That's a momentum play right there. Had a chance, but it's no good. Able to convert inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Down low for Harris. Off the mark. Slam dunk.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Jumper's good. Brogdon. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. New blood coming in for both sides. Tucker. To Embiid. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Brown with it up top. Up by 3. To Brogdon. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Harden in possession. He'll run the offense to Tobias Harris. Harden. He was 0 for 6 to start. Let's see if that 3 turns things around.
Well, there's this old saying, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. This is why you've been practicing in the offseason so hard. You never let one miss deter you from taking the next.
Here comes the screen. Shot clock winding down. The screen sets him up for 2.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Harden into the front court. Down 4. Harris to Harden. Screen coming to P.J. Tucker. Harden to Embiid. Can't connect from inside.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
The drive right to the basket. From the painted area, won't go down. Harden. Here's a chance from long range. Brown's got the rebound. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Boston with 4 to shoot. It's no good. Great defense.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
And a pass stolen by Boston. Brogdon. Oh, he had it. To Harden. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Brown into the front court. Leads 4. Shot by Tatum won't go. Harden in possession. His guys trail now by 4. Harris to Harden. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4 to P.J. Tucker. Fires the 3. Won't go down. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. 4-3. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Jaylen Brown. Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Tobias Harris. Harden. Nice pass to get things going.
And a lot of passers usually have their head on the swivel, but ultimately, either you have a feel for the game or you don't.
Timeout Boston. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
I know the fans didn't get a chance to hear this during the break, but the coaches are wearing a mic for the broadcast. I heard a lot of arguing inside the huddle. It lets you know that the intensity level is pretty high going into the fourth.
Changes coming from both sides right now. To Jaylen Brown. Rebound taken by the Sixers. Harris. Nice pass to set things up and finishes strong.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
To Marcus Smart. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Now it's Harden at the controls. For 3, with James Harden, muscle memory, gets it to go.
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
to Jaylen Brown. To Horford. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Hart with the basketball. His guys now trailing by a point. To Embiid. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Horford. Throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Harden with it up top. His guys now down by a point. To Tobias Harris. To Embiid. Short jumper won't fall. There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. He'll take the ball out of bounds.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
It's a victory here for the Celtics as they just squeak this one out by a point. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals, and it all came together for a terrific win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The 76ers
Just couldn't close this one out.
They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense. But still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Tatum read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets.
Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.